Welcome to King Says So, a channel that advocates for one Africa, one land, one Africa, one language, one Africa, one currency, one Africa, one army. I wish to witness Africans all around the world united as one in our lifetime. Enjoy. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your boy King053, Mr. Easy Imali Enenginengi, and we're back at it again with another one. And this time around, we have an incident in Midrand, Johannesburg, where a Christian school, a Christian academy school, kicked out one of our African queens, a daughter who is 13 years old, kicked out of the school because of her natural dreadlocks. Let me just put the picture up of her hair so that you guys can understand what am I talking about. If you haven't seen the video, I'll just play the video subtly on the side so that I don't waste your time, because there's a lot I want to discuss about this Dutch Afrikaner racist system that is still working in South Africa. Now, in case you are wondering, the school changed its policy this year in April. According to what I read on the Sowetan, they changed the policy this year in April to say they don't want these dreadlocks or braiding anymore from African people. Because remember, the school's code of conduct when it comes to the hair only applies to African people. It does not apply to any other race. Does not apply to coloreds. It does not apply to Indians. It does not apply to the Dutch, and it does not apply to the pure whites. It does not apply to them. Only to us as Africans, where we have to always look in a certain way where it is acceptable for the system for us to be accepted in the school system. I remember this happened to me once with my son, where I cut my son almost the way I'm cut, almost like a mohawk style. And there was an issue at the school. This was, I think, 2 years ago. And I couldn't believe it. You know, my son was still in grade 1 that time. Went there and I took that teacher apart, took it to the principal's office, took him apart also. Because I did not understand why they're harassing a grade 1-year-old boy because of a hairstyle, a mohawk hairstyle, and not big hair. He did not have big hair, small hair. It was completely cut on the sides, and they said they don't allow that in the school code of conduct. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is again the racist head. The racist tone of the Dutch people in South Africa, raising its head again, showing its head again in the school system. It's a private school. So in the private school, the white people, the Afrikaner people have got that much power to control. Now let's play that video. In the video, we see the lady, you know what? Mzansi. I don't know who's so pelelapi. First of all, you won't hear anything from the DA. You won't hear anything from AfriForum. You won't hear anything from the ANC. The EFF is the only party that stands up in situations like this. We've seen the EFF standing up to racist schools time and time again. I hope they're going to do it again on this one. So disappointed that we have to experience this in South Africa. You know what? Let me play the video and come back. I might not play the whole thing, but let me play the video. I don't want to, but let me play the video and come back, guys.
My child, please, please do not touch my child. Do not touch my child. No, she is not. 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 You will have to pay me for this month. You will have to pay me because I've paid. I'm not owing. Maybe your wife did not tell you. I'm not owing a cent. I paid for this child. Yeah. You're being discrimination, you're being racist, and I'm going to expose you. I'm calling the Council for EFF, they're coming here. You're dealing with the wrong
You're
person.
making an EFF problem.
Yes. It's a race problem. They are the one who knows how to deal with you guys. They are the one that knows how to deal with racist people like you. They are the one. My child is definitely going to stop, but I'm going to make sure that I expose you. Yeah.
But you need to explain it to me because you're the one who took the action, right? Your actions need to be founded on the code of conduct or any other document. Because this child has a right to education, similar to any other child in this school. And this child has the right to be treated fairly and equally, similar to any other child. And if you're going to discriminate against this child, you need to help me understand what that discrimination is based on.
Do you think this is play?
Yeah.
No. Let's go ahead.
We'll see
No,
where
you're
this
not allowed
goes.
to take photos or videos of the children.
Where's the
No, I'm taking off my child. And
Where
she's
is that
saying
written?
She must take my
Where is
child
that
off
written?
because
Where
of
is that
my
written?
child.
Where
She's
is
got
that
her natural hair.
Because of
She wants to remove my child. We want to know.
Okay, Tanya, can you please go?
No, don't go, baby. Sit here. I paid for your school. I paid for your school. Tanya, she's not owing. Thailand, she's gonna. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying. You are lying.
Do you think Thailand enjoys this?
You're the one. You're the one. We're the one who started this. You have been. She has been your target. Her fault is it because of she's black? Is it because of she's black? That's why you've been treating her, treating her like this.
Person who would be affected by the.
You said she must go. You said she must go. I've got all the tests because of she's got her own hair extension on her hair. You said she must be out of the class. She must cut her hair. Now you're lying about the fees. Tanya, a Christian woman. A Christian.
No,
No, we have your code of conduct. Yeah.
What does the code of conduct say?
You don't know your code of conduct?
You're the one who wrote it, right? You're the one who wrote the code of conduct, right?
What is wrong with it? You don't like it?
No, I have no emotion towards the racist document.
Yeah. Come on, bring the video. So have you read it?
Yes.
So what don't you like about it?
Let me show you.
This section. Okay. Show me.
This document says, right?
Yeah.
This document says you need to be displaying Christ-like characteristics. Politeness, right? Were you polite when you asked us this question? Were you?
And you've got the Holy Bible sitting on the table.
Wait.
Do you like that?
Yes, what? Yeah, I like it.
Do you like it? Okay.
Yes,
Which
I like
part
it.
don't you like?
I'm still taking you through it.
But you're not listening. That's the problem is you're not listening. The problem is you're not
I'm still
listening.
getting it.
Okay, yeah.
Right. So, were you polite? When you asked us this question? But you were the one who started it. I wasn't even talking to you.
I came here because I heard parents are shouting at my...
We weren't shouting. But you haven't...
Affected by this and you don't care about
The
it.
other one. My child is definitely going to stop, but I'm going to make sure that I expose you. Yeah. Then do not touch my child. Do not. Silence, stand here and wait.
Make you understand who we are. Treat us as people, not as inferior. You are now lying about the fact that she owes fees when she doesn't. Purely to
Because you find something.
Shame on you. And then you lie and say you're a Christian. You are lying. You've got no politeness, you've got no kindness in your heart. You've got no empathy for nothing. You are a racist person that is ignorant, that doesn't understand who we are. You should be ashamed of who you are as a person.
Bible! Bible!
You racist! You racist! You have no right to push me like that! You have no right! Fucking racist! You have no right to push me like that!
Wow.
You have no right to push me like that!
Wow. Take your bag. Take your bag. It's fine. Go and take your bag. Go and take your bag. Go and take your bag.
Behind the Bible! Sis! You hide behind the shame, you racist! God!
Shame on you.
Pushing a woman and then you call yourself a man of God! Sis!
Shame on you.
No, it's a private property school, yes.
No, we're not. We're waiting for the Council of Freedom to come and expose
You
you.
should be ashamed of yourself.
Pushing me like that, hurting me.
You're
A woman.
Pushing a woman.
Pushing a woman.
Pushing a woman.
Maybe it's used on
And you call
beating a
yourself a
wife.
man.
Maybe you're
In a
an
woman's
abusive.
mind.
You're
Pushing
an
a woman.
abuser. You are an abuser.
Jesus didn't do that when everybody told me.
Jesus
Jesus did not push a woman.
Jesus did not push a woman.
He had me. He had me. You are a
Push a
racist.
powerless woman. And then you call yourself a man of God.
You call yourself a man of God.
did not lay hands on people.
Darling, you're not coming
You
back
will
to
not
school.
lay hands.
Can we solve that?
You will not lay hands on my
You're
child.
in a classroom again.
So Jesus,
And
so
your mother
what
behind
this
you.
man did is right,
You
eh?
can think about it for the rest of your life.
Did this man do
What the
something?
rest of, oh, think about yourself. What about yourself? You put your laying your hands on the
Now, for the benefit for those who did not see the video, I was just playing it. I'll play it again on the side, just so that you guys can see what I'm talking about. Here we have a man who apparently is the husband of the principal. The principal is owned by the principal. What's her name? Whatever her name is, it's not important. Let me not look it up. Whatever her name is, stopping this child. First, you can hear on the video they were starting to say no, she did not pay. That's why they're kicking her out. But when it turned out that she paid her school fees, then it turned to the hair. Now this is South Africa, 30 years after it got its democracy. It's still happening. This happened a few years ago. In fact, this keeps on reoccurring in South Africa. If you remember that girl with an afro, I'll try to get a picture. I'm not sure if I'll get the picture. The girl with an afro, small girl who stood up and fought for her rights and said, "You guys, I'm not going to tie my hair so it can be neat for you colonizers in South Africa." It breaks my heart that stories like this, they trend and die off. Schools like this, they continue operating because people need better schools. It's private schools. Because we Africans don't want to build our own quality private schools, African owned, African languages, African taught. When I keep on telling you guys we need one Africa, one language, we need to exclude these people the way they're excluding us in their schools. And that is what the Dutch Afrikaner people want. They want exclusivity. They want to be there alone so that they can live their life without any Africans in our country. We must never, ever, 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 ever make the mistake of calling these people Africans. They're not Africans. They're not South Africans. They are Dutch. Dutch Afrikaners. That is what these people are. They are not from here. These men handling a small girl and the mother. Manhandling them, pushing them out of the class. Poor guy who they called, you can see my guy does not gym. That's why I'm telling you guys, every man must do push-ups before they sleep, push-ups when they wake up, push-ups when they come at home. At least get some power, lift some weight, go to the gym, run, do something. Because the African people, they fear a militant black man, a disciplined, healthy, strong black man. That's who they fear. But you guys with the stomach, they're just gonna push you away. Like, start training, start taking your health serious, gentlemen. You might be the one that has to be there in that racist incident where you have to stand up for a brother or a sister or a child. But you can't. You'll be just talking too much because physically you know you can't do anything. I told you guys before, go to a boxing gym, go to a karate gym, learn how to throw hands, learn how to defend yourself, attend jiu-jitsu classes, attend wrestling classes, learn how to pick up someone and throw them away. It's important. We need this. In our own country, we get discriminated because of our hair. Listen to what the Department of Education does. It suggested that this lady takes her child to other schools. What does that mean? They're not going to take any action against this private school. In fact, this private school is not even registered. I don't know what the hell is going on. I saw on the newspaper, I'll try to put it up here, not registered. Illegal private school. Operating the way they want, doing whatever they want. Our department, our black-owned government says, listen, move your child from that school. It's school policy anyway. You can't have that type of hair. If it's on the policy, then there's nothing we can do. That is what our department is saying. Is there some action that is going to be taken? Why are political parties not taking this opportunity to score political points? Why? Where are the people of influence? Where are our advocates? Where are our Black African lawyers who are going to stand up and say, no? Who is going to stand up for this child? Where is our content creators on YouTube who are going to speak about this, who've got influence? Poor us with 5,000 subscribers. The voice reaches as far as it can. And we don't even stay in the same province. Those who stay in Midrand, why don't you organize yourself on Facebook and go and shut down that school and demand a complete shutdown of that school? The principal must move out. That man that harassed and assaulted that lady and the girl must be taken to jail, must be taken to court. Anyway, our courts, we don't have hopes in our court system anyway. But for me, this is another reminder again of what these Dutch Afrikaner people are capable of. That is why I will never, ever, 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 ever vote for both John Steenhuisen and me. My head works 100%. Never, ever, ever vote for those people. Today they are sitting down with the 7 other parties. They call it the moonshot pack, whatever they call it themselves. I'm going to report on that tomorrow after they finish, because they've got a 2-day workshop that they are doing, deciding on how they're going to kill the ANC and keep the ANC, the EFF out of power. These 7 parties, or if we calculate their percentage, the votes that they got in their last elections, they're not even going to reach 34%. The DA itself is not going to hit 20% this year. It's not, in 2024 elections, it's not going to get to 23% of the votes. All of these parties were declining in votes, all of them. The only 2 parties that were increasing their votes is the PA, Patriotic Alliance, and the EFF. I think ATM also. I believe ATM also. But ATM is not part of this moonpack nonsense. The PA is not part of this moonpack nonsense. So I don't know what they are deciding. What nonsense are they deciding there? Racism is still a system that is working in South Africa. If you don't know now, you are reminded. And we're still going to have more incidents. You're not going to hear anything from AfriForum. You're not going to hear anything from these coconut blacks that keep on protecting these systems. I read the comments on Facebook and people are saying, but sister, didn't you know the constitution? Why the code of conduct? Why did you go against the code of conduct? Just cut her hair. Black African people saying that. Look at that girl's hair. That girl's hair is hair that has been growing for many years. It's not hair that grew to this week or after they changed the code of conduct. You understand what I'm saying? Very, 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 very heartbroken, ladies and gentlemen. I wish I was there. I wish I was that man. And I see with my own 2 eyes this guy pushing that girl and that woman out of the class. I'm telling you, we were going to have another case in our hand. We were going to have another case in our hand. Besokubona movie. Yo, I was gonna panel beat him. Big time. Big time. Don't care. Yeah, no, let's be famous for a real thing, man. Let's not be talking about things that did not happen. Let's be famous for real things. Anyway, sorry for taking so long. You guys know how passionate I am about racism and all of that. But it broke my heart to see that in 2023 there is still Dutch Afrikaner people who are brave enough to still do this. Yo, hey, Mzansi. Hi. Thank you for tuning in. If you enjoy the content, leave your thoughts on the comment section and hit the like and subscribe button, and we will meet on the next one.